All eyes on the US-Iran negotiations. The stakes could not be higher for the two nations closing in on half a century of enmity. For decades, Iran has considered the United States and Israel to be among the greatest threats to the Shia regime. After the 1979 revolution, the new Islamic Republic labeled the United States the Great Satan and Israel the Little Satan. Trump repeatedly has threatened to unleash airstrikes, targeting Iran's nuclear program if a deal is not reached. Iranian officials increasingly warn that they could pursue a nuclear weapon with their stockpile of uranium enriched to near weapons-grade levels. We take a look at Iran's dash to the bomb. Nukes in the hands of Iran's supreme leader could destabilize the Middle East. Here's why the world is keeping a tab on the tense situation. First, the big question: how long will it take Iran to develop a nuclear weapon? As per the Council on Foreign Relations, Iran could reportedly produce enough fissile material for a nuclear weapon in a few months. Some claim that Iran might be able to create fissile material in merely a week or two, though many recognize that it would probably require more time for it to manufacture a nuclear weapon. A key objective of the nuclear deal that world powers, including the United States, reached with Iran in 2015 was to impose restrictions on its nuclear activities. Think tank analysts say that after the U.S. withdrawal from the agreement in 2018, Iran has expanded its nuclear enrichment activities. Iran has restricted global oversight of its nuclear sites, with the most recent inspection taking place in 2021. In June 2024, former U.S. Secretary of State Blinken said that Iran could produce the fissile material necessary for a weapon in 1 or 2 weeks. Now, remember, Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei identified the year 2040 as the end of the State of Israel. Global fears are mounting as many Iranians feel nukes are the only option. And that's probably because the Iranian regime is vulnerable after months of military setbacks. Iran's decades-long strategy of building an axis of resistance supporting militants around the region is falling apart. First came the crushing Israeli campaign in Gaza, triggered by the October 7, 2023 attack on Israel by Iranian-backed Hamas. Gaza war spawned another in Lebanon, where Israel has mauled Iran's most powerful ally, Hezbollah. And then, Iran's longtime stalwart ally and client in Syria, President Bashar Assad, took the Great Escape route. Syria's loss further weakened Hezbollah, whose powerful arsenal in South Lebanon had put Iranian influence directly on the border of its nemesis Israel. The speed of Assad's collapse showed just how reliant he was on support from Iran, which at the crucial moment didn't come. At the same time, U.S. airstrikes are decimating the strongholds of the Yemen-based Houthi rebels. Iran's rulers long touted their regional network to Iranians as a show of their country's strength, and its crumbling could raise repercussions at home. Donald Trump has refused to rule out a strike on Iran's nuclear sites. Just hours ago, the U.S. president said, "If we have to do something very harsh, we'll do it." Will the Middle East tinderbox explode? Or will Iran give up its nuclear ambitions? The coming days are certain to be consequential, not just for the Middle East, but for the world.